We're meeting here in Frankfurt for the exchange project Common Ground. It's part of the REKA network of universities from Helsinki, Ghent, Groningen, Edinburgh and Frankfurt. And we're asking ourselves, what are our common grounds? How do we share practices between us and the social, and how can we get into closer contact with our universities?
Throughout the years, I started realizing that basically all my artistic practice is a collaborative practice. For me, a foundation for a good collaboration is finding common ground in a sense. And what I mean with that is that I think in each collaborative process, you really need to take the time into space to somehow get to know each other.
We are living in times still of a colonial situation in which the dominance of Western world science perspective is still there. And what is that perspective? It's as if we could think and act and research from a 0 point of neutrality. Which doesn't exist, of course, because we all think and act and search from a local perspective. And the local perspective is everywhere different.
I talked about temporality as a factor for art projects in social fields today. It's one of the main aspects which I'm curious thinking about, because time is one of the core structures which really enables social processes.
We're in the Open House of Cultures. It's an Urban Commons initiative in the making. And we're guests here with the Common Ground project in order to work together in smaller groups, do workshops and interventions in public space. Students and teachers are working together here to do research, to explore public spaces, but also to develop concepts and ideas of how our spaces can become more social and how arts can play a role in co-designing the urban futures of the city.
Oftentimes, we have a tendency to think we should be empathetic, but when we were developing qualified empathy, one of the main challenges, at least in social and healthcare fields, is that there is or can be a tendency to become over-involved. The other difficulty is that when we remain too distant, then we have a tendency to do projects and interventions which don't actually touch or connect with the people that we're working with. We're really working on rather than working with. And so qualified empathy is important in any kind of a project.
In my group, we took some pictures of an abandoned building, and now we are trying to link our feeling that is associated with the pictures to a color, and are going to use those colors to make an art piece out of it.
I've learned lots of things in the workshops, as well as just being with everyone, all the other students from different backgrounds and studies.
Everyone has been so welcoming to us, and being a business student, it's honestly amazing to have different perspectives and different forms of arts, because I know there's a lot of art students here, and there's a lot of social workers.
For me, it was super interesting to meet new people and collaborate with amazing new people from different countries. And I also enjoyed the city of Frankfurt. It was super nice weather, and we did a lot of things outside. So that was also interesting to meet local people and connect with them.
It was quite packed, I think, but with a lot of interesting subjects. So that's good. Yeah, you get information every day, so I think you need a month to process.
I feel like the most important thing that was very significant for me was the second day, in which we got to go around Frankfurt and take a lot of pictures. And with my group, we really had a lot of fun, and that helped us also to build the group and understand the other people that are member of this project, the big project, but also to have a clear idea of how it is to be in Frankfurt.
This exchange is important for me because I got inspired by the ideas from the other universities, from the other countries, from the other cultures. Yeah, it's really inspiring me for my own work.
Which was also really interesting to just share some information and get to know each other, because they have such amazing stories to tell about, and it's interesting to hear about what their experience were, and also the experience as a Frankfurt local, to hear about what their impression of the city.
For me, the most inspiring moment it was when I When I meet people about different culture and we just exchange our feeling and our moment together.